Tamiya's F40 calls for X11 to be applied in and around the engine bay area and on the bottom of the engine lid to replicate heat shielding material that this car came in. To get a better look, you could actually look at some of the aftermarket products that are out there, which are self-adhesive foil-like material which you can be used to create that heat shield effect. One other way is to encourage someone you know who smokes to quit smoking, and while you're there, raid the packet of cigarettes for some cigarette paper lining. This stuff looks exactly like you'd expect heat shield material would look like if it was scaled down, so it makes a perfect alternative for X11. Whatever you do, in the famous words of Yul Brynner, don't smoke. Tamiya's Ferrari F40 kit comes with some decals to replicate the sun visor on the front windscreen. That's okay, but I've decided to actually go and spray some clear smoke over that. I'm using Gunzi paints, but Tamiya also do a very good clear smoke that you can use. So I hope you can watch along as I demonstrate how I do this. when working with clear parts, one of the constant dangers is damaging these parts with things like super glue, which have a tendency to haze the plastic with the fumes that they emit. Now, there's a couple of ways you can get around that, because you want something which is relatively fast setting, so you're not forever holding a piece in place, but you can't use super glue. So there are a couple of alternatives. You can use things like Future Floor Wash, which also featured in one of our other YouTube videos. You can use that for things like headlight lenses, and it works quite well. It doesn't give you a strong, ultra strong bond, but it does work quite well, but not well enough to do something like a major windscreen. You could use two-part epoxy, that works quite well. But recently I've been introduced to a product called Gator's Acrylic Hobby Glue, and this stuff works really well on both photo etch and clear parts. So today I'll be using Gator's Grip Acrylic Hobby Glue. And when you're looking at Gator's glue, it's basically a white glue. See if you can see that on camera. And a little goes a long way, and what you want to do really is just get the locator tabs, which are present on this Tamiya kit. Just give them a light dab of Gator's Grip and just place it where you need it to go. Now, what I like about Gator's Grip is that it does dry crystal clear. Grabs within about 40 seconds or so. It's also water soluble, which means that if you do get a little spot on your windscreen like I've done here, just a matter of getting a wet or moistened cotton tip and just gently wiping that off. And it comes off nice and cleanly and doesn't damage the plastic at all. Now, if you were to do a similar thing with super glue, you'd be hunting for a new windscreen, I'd say. Well, there you have it. Now, that's probably been about 20 seconds or so, and I can already release that, and it's holding in place, and I'll just let that sit now for a good couple of minutes until it's completely set, and we can move on to the other parts.